Hey y'all, I wanted to talk a little bit about photos, which is something I have a tendency to not pay a whole lot of attention to, which is kind of strange when you talk about scrapbooking, but I'm kind of the person who finds a photo on my phone or on my computer that I want to scrapbook and then print it out. And I would like to be better about that because I think sometimes it hinders me from doing some layouts that I want to do, because as I'm looking at my photos on my phone or on the photo Google Photos, I see, oh, I want to scrapbook that. Oh, I want to scrapbook that. And when I get in those moments, I need to print those pictures and store them so that when I do scrapbook, I have a go-to file. And so that is what this is. What my plans are is this going to be my go-to file for layouts that I want to scrapbook, and it's a nice storage box. This is a metal container with a plastic lid, and the description says it can hold up to 600 cards depending on the width or the thickness of the card. So I'm not sure how many photos it will hold, but it does come with this divider piece here that you can insert, you know, to where you need to place your photos. Let me pull this out. And you got these little lines down here, so you can adjust it as such. And I got it off of Amazon, and it is, and I'm not sure how you say it, but let me pull these cards out. You get these cards with it. It's Acrimet, A-C-R-I-M-E-T. So you can look that up on Amazon if you're interested. And they do have different sizes. This is for 4x6. It was not inexpensive, but it is nice and sturdy. So you get these A through Z cards with it, which I'm really not going to use. And then I'm storing my photos. Here's some that I had printed. I think from MPix. I had a bunch of them done. So I just use these cards. I got these from Stacy Julian because she is the one who recommended this photo storage. And let me tell you, she is one smart cookie. She is so creative, and she's really into organizing your photos and telling stories. And she doesn't necessarily store her photos chronologically, but by categories. And I want to start doing that on my phone, but for my photos that I'm printing out, I'm going to store them chronologically. And these were back from 2007. So she provided these tab files that I just printed and cut out, and then I just flipped it, you know, on the opposite side to put the month. And so these were photos that I had printed that I wanted to do some scrapbooking with. And some of these stories, I have done some of the layouts. Some of them I haven't, so I need to go through my layouts, and because see, I have multiples because this is my niece and my nephew, and I wanted to have a photo, you know, for my niece and my nephew because I like to make them their own album. So there are duplicates, but anyway. So I need to go through and see what I've already done and what I want to do. So this will be my storage for my photos that I want to scrapbook. So the photos that I don't scrapbook, I'm going to put somewhere else, yet to be determined. But anyway, so while I was looking at these, These are quite old. Well, not old, but these are from 2007. And it's from a trip to FDR's little White House in the Callaway Gardens. And I had started a layout that I did not finish. So that inspired me to get that layout completed. So I did. And it is, oh, let me put that. It is a scrap lift from Scrapbooking Quebec. Dorothy Guynam, her YouTube channel. And this is the layout that I made. And this, I think, is Cedar Lane. And I love this collection, the papers from Cedar Lane. Love them, love them. I don't have a lot of it. I think I have one 6x6 paper pad, and then I think I have one puffy sticker sheet and a few 12x12s that came in a kit, and that's it. So this is a scrap lift from her. And so what I did was take the 6x6 papers and cut them into different size blocks, and just made a pattern that didn't match up, you know, didn't line up perfectly, and then just went smaller, 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 which is exactly what Dorothy did. And then this is matted. I mean, the layout's done on white background, and then there's a pink cardstock and a brown cardstock. So it has 3 layers of cardstock. So it is pretty thick. And it is kind of heavy when you pick it up. And I can tell you, when I made this, I fussed and fussed and fussed with these blocks in the background, because I wanted it to be just like Dorothy's. And when I see a sketch or a scrap lift, I don't know, I have this thing that I have to duplicate it exactly. And you don't, and I kind of didn't, but I started out that way. And so this took me a lot longer than I had anticipated. And then I pulled some die cut leaves and just used some of the various pattern papers and die cut a bunch of leaves. And I remember when I did that, I fussed around and fussed around and fussed around with it. Just not happy with the arrangement, and I finally just called it a night, quit, and then the next time I worked on the layout, I plunk, 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 and was happy with it. So sometimes we get in our own way, and you just need to walk away from it and come back to it, because I couldn't believe it when I came back to it. I'm like, this was so easy. Why did I make it so hard? So to finish it up, put my photo here, and then I had Hello Fall, and the hello was using the same letters, thicker set, you know, and it was going to say Hello Fall. Well, then I got to thinking, I have these color binders behind me that I have spent time and energy in putting together, and I don't look at them, so I have to make a conscious effort to pull them out and look at them. So I pulled my pink binder, and I found this Happy. So I thought, I'll do Happy Fall instead of Hello Fall, and these other wood veneer letters are going to go back in the packet with the rest of them. And I pulled out this little pink star on burlap, this arrow. I pulled out this explore tag. And so I was tickled that I actually pulled from my brown binder and my pink binder. And I'm like, I need to do that for every layout. Just find a little something that I can add to my layout from those binders. So when I put this happy on here, it did kind of more blend in with this pink in the background. So then I just took some brown floss and wrapped it 3 times around 3 of the letters and just, you know, started it on the back, wrapped it 3 times, cut it, and glued it on the back. Just to make the happy pop a little bit more, and I think it did that. And then I just finished it off with some enamel dots, and then this was left over from a Collection Obsession kit that I used, these felt hearts. So there was a blue felt heart, so I just tucked it back there. So then I wanted to add a little more blue, so this one wouldn't just stand out on its own. So I added these little blue, they're like enamel dots, but they're just more flat here and here. So I have blue, you know, in 3 places. So I did my journaling, and this is up at Dowdall's Knob. And this is near Pine Mountain, Georgia, near the little White House. And President FDR used to go up on this mountain and picnic. He had a oven built and a picnic area constructed, and he would go up there when he went to stay at the little White House. And I have let me see if I can find it real quick. I have a photo because there is if you haven't ever seen the little White House, that's it. It's like stepping back in time. And because he died there, and they just left it as is. So yeah, there's like a statue of him that's also sits up there. And so I don't think I have scrapbooked that, so I need to do some companion pages to it. So anyway, that's a little bit of history and a layout share. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.